Hi everyone, Sharon here. And I had an experience this morning that has led me to want to offer something. And it's part of a wider overarching theme that we're being asked of. So the overarching theme is to move away or shift out of a mindset of what can we get from life and instead what can we offer life. And this mindset shift is one that we are being asked to really practice, embody, move into for the next shift in humanity. Um, I kind of feel like Westerners are especially bad at this. I might be incorrect. I might be painting an unfair brush on Westerners, but there is definitely an unconscious mindset that always seems to have this idea that what can I get from this? Or why should I even bother doing this? What am I going to get from this? And it's almost like this unconscious um, feeling that unless the benefit to you is so overt, so utilitarian, so clear that there is a benefit to you, most people won't do something, right? Or participate in something. It's very much what can I get from this? And this is the mindset we're being asked to move away from. And instead of always trying to get something from life, it's about more shifting into, well, what can I offer to life? And so sometimes it is about sort of participating in something, not knowing what, if there is a gift or what that gift may be. And it's a gift, not a right, a gift. And then taking that gift and then utilizing that so that you can offer it in another way back to life, right? So you can take things in, obviously, and benefit from it. There are gifts that the universe is putting at your feet every day, but those gifts are then, it's not just, it doesn't just end there. It's about reciprocating back to life and offering something in return to life. So this is kind of the mindset that we are being asked to embody. And, we're in a transition year. We are all learning, practicing, and transitioning. So that's all fine. So the experience that I had this morning was about meditation. So this is what I wanted to focus on in relation to this overarching theme. So my husband and I normally meditate together quietly by us next to each other in our meditation room in the mornings. But this morning, we decided to participate in an online meditation. Um, and I really enjoyed it. And my husband didn't as much. And it's usually because we meditate in silence. And this meditation wasn't a silent meditation. Now, I'm going to preface this and say that when my husband first learned to meditate, he actually didn't meditate in silence. He had a guided, very gentle meditation guidance, which he used to really like, but now we tend to meditate in silence. And this one was a guided one, but it was a different one to the one he was used to. And this is what prompted me to want to share this. And that is, I often feel that with meditation, people have a certain idea of what meditation is and should be. But more specifically, Westerners especially have an idea that meditation should give you something. It should give you something that you can take, that you find useful, and that it is all about offering something to you. And I think this is a mistake that often gets ignored in meditation. So we get obviously a benefit. There's no doubt that meditation offers a benefit. And this is and sometimes you might think it's semantics, but I think it's really important. It's that, yeah, of course you may receive a gift from something, you may receive a benefit from something, but to do it solely to get something, solely for that benefit, without thinking, once I've received that benefit, what may I offer back? That's the mistake I think that people make. So when we meditate, there is an obvious benefit, but it's not supposed to just stop at what you're taking or what you're getting. You then take that benefit. Maybe it's more peace, maybe it's more joy, maybe it's relaxation. And then you offer that back through your behavior, through your actions, through your mindset during the course of the day to the rest of life, right? So it's reciprocal to life. It isn't just taking from life, it's also reciprocal. So there are different types of meditation. And this is what I wanted to focus on. So if we have a silent meditation, we are benefiting from the peace, the silencing of the mind to a certain degree, or the quieting of the mind, so that we can experience our consciousness without thoughts, our beingness without thoughts. And that is very peaceful. And that is very relaxing to not have our minds chitter chatter, basically nonsense all the time. So there is a benefit of that. Then the reciprocity is that you finish your meditation if you're doing a short meditation or a long meditation, but then you take that feeling, that peace, that joy, that quietness, that settled mind out into the world. That is the idea. But you don't always have to have silent meditations. People feel like, oh, I cannot have a thought in meditation. But actually, you can have a thought in meditation. So if there's something that's bothering you, and you may sit with a question, your mind quietens down, and then it allows your soul to answer the questions that you're asking. Your mind thinks it knows everything. It really doesn't. If you're mulling over something, you're probably trying to figure something out using your mind. So in meditation, you can sit with questions and you are allowed to have thoughts, but they arise out of your soul's beingness and they get translated into a thought that you can then work through. So you are receiving an answer to something that you have asked. That's you receiving it. But then the benefit that you are then offering life is that you have an answer that you can then, which is more beautiful, more wonderful, more peaceful, more inclusive, or whatever, that you can then put back into the world through the answer you received. And then there's another type of meditation. And this is the one we were experiencing this morning. And it was a guided meditation whereby we were asked to, and I would say this is my language, not the person who was offering it, to really honor all of life and all the different elements of life and our part in life. And the meditation was very beautiful, and it was asking us to experience and be in gratitude for and in acknowledgement for and honoring the different elements that support life and our part in it. And that was a contribution meditation. It was the gift that you receive from that kind of meditation is the deep gratitude and the deep awareness of the connection of life and all that life gives you that you take for granted. And in reciprocity, you offer gratitude, you honor, you acknowledge, you respect. And then you take that feeling back out into the world with a heightened awareness of the beauty and awe and wonder and life supporting nature of the world around us. And, I often create meditations. I say create them, I'm given them, and I just, I put them out into the world. And they're quite chatty, if you know what I mean. They're not silent meditations. It is a leading, and the universe has offered it to me, and I'm just repeating it. I'm not creating it. But the universe is leading us to a deeper understanding. So it's quite wordy for a meditation. And I have had comments from people who say, "Oh, I was just kind of wanting to enjoy the silence," and then you were jibber jabbering, and I think and I can understand why, because when you sit in meditation, there's a really lovely peace that you can receive from your mind not chitter chattering. But there is a different kind of meditation. This is third type of meditation where you are being asked to receive or acknowledge, honor something that maybe you have not seen before, that the universe wants us to acknowledge, recognize for our own growth, development, and expansion. And we are then listening to the words, following the invitation, and then having recognized the value of that, bringing that out into the world with us, and maybe even putting that into action. But maybe sometimes it's just vibrational. We are altering our vibration through the wordless from our part when we're meditating and not listening, and we're just listening. The wordless, but also the following of the universe's wisdom of how we need to expand. And that's vibrational. That doesn't always involve a doing, but it's the vibration which we then take out into the world. And so I just wanted to offer this because I've seen this a lot, because if you Google, for example, what is meditation for, which is not a question I would ask, but I was curious to see what people put into Google search engine. People are always looking to solve a problem through meditation. How does meditation solve insomnia? How does meditation solve health problems? How does meditation help this? And it's always problem solving. We see ourselves as having problems, and then we want to solve them. And then we want to take something that is spiritually very beautiful, vibrationally very important, and we want to bring it down to a level where we can use it. Use it is a mind thing. It's not a being thing. It's not a spiritual thing. To use something is a mind reductionist way of doing something in the world. Like, you can do things in great beauty. You can take action with a great sense of beingness. But when we bring something down and try to reduce something very high vibratory and bring it down into something very utilitarian, what usually happens is that we completely and utterly miss the benefits. So the thing that you are doing, you think that would cause a benefit, doesn't cause a benefit, and then you reject it and saying that doesn't work. That didn't work for me. It doesn't really work. This is all mumbo jumbo. But it's the mindset that we take into some of these really beautiful techniques that's really important. And it's not about what you can just take, it's about what you are offering back as a thank you to the world. The world is something, it's given you something very beautiful. You felt uncomfortable, you felt unwell, you are utilizing something, but you're utilizing it with a sense of having received it. My health, my wellness, my peace, my restedness, I can then go out into the world and offer even more greatly than before. So it's reciprocity. And I think the world is missing a lot of reciprocity. And that is why the universe is asking us in this transition period to really observe ourselves, our motivations for our actions, and to remember the reciprocity, to remember that we're not here to just take things from life, but we're here to offer things to life. And so I will leave you with that. Always interested in your thoughts and comments. And I will see you all soon.